and took off like a rocket, and other ones that I thought were well made and a good topic basically slip out, slide off the table and onto the floor dead. It's Wednesday afternoon, and I think I'm done for the day because, okay, first I should say I didn't get as far as I wanted to get. And that's because I've kind of run into a problem that I need to think about and solve. I thought I had it sorted out, but then I didn't like the solution that I came up with. So I'm going to give it overnight and see if I can come up with something better. That's the way it works with me. And then again, I might walk in and sit down and go to do something else and just give it a little bit of a think. And the best solution might occur to me, and I'll come running out all excited and do it. So let's talk about what I actually did. The first thing I did this morning was trim the top of this collection bucket. Like I talked about before, with the trim router mounted in a piece of plywood, actually clamped in my shoulder vise here on the workbench, and I just ran it around with a straight cutting bit and trimmed a very small amount off. And then to refine that a little bit further, I went around the whole thing inside and out with a chamfering bit and added a little bit of a bevel. Then I added another layer of plywood to the theme baffle on the outside, and that's to register the collection bucket in. Say the front part is open and the rest of the rim is built up so that the bucket will slide in and lock against that. And I made that in segments, glued them on, and fired in a few pin nails to hold them in place. And you can see how the bucket fits after they're done. Next operation was to plug that hole in the bucket. I cut out a piece of plywood into a round disc. I actually used this, which is the float, for the vacuum, which I took out, as the pattern. And then I cut a lip on it, doing it the ultra dangerous way on the table saw. I have a lot of people moaning and crying about that. And then I put silicone around it, stuck it in, and I drove a couple screws from the inside through some washers to clamp it in place. And that's the way it'll stay. Plugged. The hole's plugged. Let me tip this up so I can show you what I did next. And that was to add these blocks up here that catch the upright. And I get that screwed in with 1.5-inch screws and screwed down to the platform. None of this is glued. It's all just screwed. And oh yeah, I put number 4 screws in here, real thin, just to hold that in place. So it adds a little bit of strength there. And that is where we are. I just need to do the bottom. I need to figure out, I had something drawn up, but now that I come out to the shop and I start to think about it, I'm saying to myself, I can come up with something better than that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it a couple hours and think about it and see where it takes me. On yesterday's video, I think I got the comment today, someone asked about comments, and that's something you hear all the time these days anyway, that somehow the comments, getting comments and the number of comments will make your video more popular. And I can't speak for any other content creator, but I've never seen a correlation. Never seen that. Videos that get a lot of views can have a small number of comments, or videos that get a ton of comments get a small number of views. For instance, a lot of the, say, more controversial videos on this channel tend to get a lot of views, a lot of comments, but they don't get a lot of views. And I don't know why this keeps coming up. Somebody's obviously saying it, or somebody said it, and then it got in the, things that people say category. But if you think about it, it only makes sense that something like that would be like too easy to game. Because if that were the case, like if getting a lot of comments on a video, it was a significant factor in how many views it got, then there'll be like thousands of comment generating farms in other countries like India, for example, not putting down India, but this type of thing, okay? I'd be getting emails constantly, endlessly from these comment farms offering 1,000 comments on your video or 10,000 comments, like to be a weekly sale on the number of comments that it would generate and post on your video, that type of thing. So no, that's not a big factor. From my experience, and I've got a lot of experience, I've been doing this for 10 years and been fairly successful at it, so I should know. He also asked about other things that would affect your performance as a content creator. And one of the bigger ones that I've found is that when you release a new video, the higher the percentage of your subscribers that watch the video, the better it will do. This has got everything to do with the amount of engagement on your channel. Like your subscribers are taking notice of the videos that you're putting out, and they're responding to it favorably by watching the video as quickly as possible. And I've seen this time and again happen where I put out a video, a lot of my subscribers, well, not a lot, because I mean, if you got a channel with 1 million subscribers, a lot would be, in some people's estimation, like 600,000. And 600,000 subscribers are never going to watch, okay? But proportionally, a lot have watched and the video shot up. Now, that could be a function of the subject of the video. You know, the topic might be more popular. But I've also seen that go both ways as well. You know, I've had ones that I thought were really, you know, mediocre, you could say, and took off like a rocket. And other ones that I thought were well made and a good topic basically slip out, you know, slide off the table and onto the floor dead. So it can go either way. But that's the one constant I've seen. The higher number of subscribers that watch, the better the video will do. So, yeah, I'm not telling everybody to immediately, like, if possible, watch the video as soon as you possibly can. Okay? And that goes for all the, I'm saying this for everybody, not just for me. I'm greedy, but we can all share that. All right? If you like if you're, it makes sense though. If you're subscribed to a channel and you want to watch their videos, you should watch the videos, because you never know when, say, well, nobody's watching, I'm going to quit and go work at Burger King.
Milm slit. That's a mother I'd like to make sweet love to.
Oh, thank you. I'm really flattered, actually. So are you familiar with the term pills?
No. What's a pill?
It's a person I'd like to stab.